back to you. There's something, Tandia, I know you are poised and ready to speak. There's something I want to ask you first. Would you explain for us? And that is, there's a very complicated ethnic breakdown for Mauritania that outsiders have no idea what we're talking about. We've got white Moors and black Moors and Afro-Mauritanians. Can you just give us a very quick summary of the ethnic breakdown of Mauritania?
Yeah, I think this is a very important point in order for people to understand exactly what is taking place. To give a full picture of the population, the composition of the population is very important. In Mauritania, we have the white Moors, we have the black Moors who are slaves and Haratins, and then you have the Negro Africans. In the context of Mauritania, it's politically correct to to describe them as Negro Africans, living mainly in the south. They include Fulani, Soninke, Wolof, and Bambara. So, in the context of Mauritania, when you consider, the color of the skin, Haratin and the farmers and slaves are included in the black community. So the black Mauritanian community represent, more than 70 to 75% of the population.
So let me just see if I can make this clearer. It's not about black and white in Mauritania, or are you saying it is about black and white?
It's
very misleading.
All right, so is that Nasser that's saying that?
Yes.
Okay, hold on,
Yes.
Tandia. Nasser, go ahead.
My point is that, for example, I could point to somebody like the Emir Abdurrahman al-Sweid Ahmed, who in the social pyramid will be basically at the very top of the pyramid. He looks like a black man.
And explain that to our international audience, and who is that person?
Abdurrahman al-Sweid Ahmed is no longer with us.
Okay.
Is the Emir, basically, of the Taganit area.
All right.
Which is basically the highest social rank anybody could achieve in Moorish society. So going strictly by the Western American black over white, it doesn't quite cut it.
So it's not strictly a black and white issue.
No, I don't agree at all.
Okay.
Pointing to one person to explain a situation is not a viable, argument. We have a situation, statistically, speaking, we have blacks and the Arabs in Mauritania. So there are always exceptional situations. Exceptional situations should not be the general rule. So that is the point I am trying to make. And also to go back to the point Abidin made about the help that is needed in order to resolve the issue of slavery in Mauritania is very important. As I said in my initial statement, passing a law is just a beginning. So the government should not sit down and assume that slavery is ended. Here in the U.S., slavery ended in 1865. After that, we had the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We have the voting right of 1965.
Tandia, I understand your point perfectly. I understand your point perfectly. Aberdeen, we have his audio back, so I really want to get him into the conversation. So Aberdeen, do jump back into it, and it's good to hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I was on mute. I think the question today in